significant things is having my mom for 11 years and then losing her. She battled with breast cancer, and only for because I had her for a short period of time and because we were so close, it became important to me to let people know that I love them, and it was living that type of lifestyle that ultimately introduced me to the love of God, which I found to be the greatest love that I've ever experienced, that anyone can ever experience, because God is love. God is the one true love, and that's His definition according to the Bible. And I guess after I lost her, after I lost her and then found the love of God, my focus became to do whatever I could to share that love. And as I live my life and I hear the things that people say after they encounter me and after they experience my presence, and they say things like, oh my God, you're so genuine, and oh my God, like I can really feel you, oh my God, your energy is so great. And that's because it's based in love. It's rooted in love. It's based in God. It's found in God. It's rooted in God. And if that is what God wants to use in me to attract people to Him, then I'm all for it. And that's exactly what that definition means. I am a liaison between the authentic love of God and a flawed humanity that needs that love. Like every song that I write is designed to reach the ear of people, of anybody who will listen. And that's my target audience. If you're talking about building a marketing strategy and a marketing plan and say who's your target audience, my target audience is anybody who will listen, anybody who has an ear to listen to what I have to say.
What is an Aaron A. Adams sound? If they hear your music, the music it's being developed right now. Mm-hmm. The song that everyone is gonna hear is Go Jesus. But describe, when you have 12 tracks, what can they expect?
They can expect their soul to be penetrated. Well, I'll tell you what. When I initially started recording, I had a plethora of songs that I could choose from, songs that I had written. Some of them were fast, some of them were slow, some of them were mid, some of them were ballads. And I played it for my producer. My producer is like, okay, so my producer is my mentor. He's a big brother. He's like a father. He's like one of the people that knows me to my core. Mm-hmm. And I respect him thoroughly. He's been in the industry for a very long time. He's very, very highly respected amongst producers and musicians and artists all alike. And I sent him, a couple of the songs that I've been working on, and I pay attention to what he says when he gives me feedback. And he said specifically about the song "I Crave You." He was like, out of all of the songs you sent me, that's the only song I wanted to hear again. Like I wanted to listen to it over and over again. And he was like, man, I know your sound. Like I know where your heart is in this music. And so that sound, if you had to categorize it, it would be somewhat of a CCM sound, like contemporary Christian music sound. Because most CCM songs talk directly to God, and I'm an advocate for talking to God more than I talk to people. So because we can sit down and talk until we blue in the face, but God has the answers that we need. He's the omniscient one. He knows all. And I figure if we spend more time talking to Him, we may find the answers that will help us lead a more productive life than if we just talk to people who are struggling with the same things that we struggle with. You know what I mean? And so when I lost my mom, I've developed a very strong relationship with God. I remember the first time I ever heard His voice, and that has been what has defined my entire existence. I have learned to live by following the voice of God, and it's made me. I like to think it's made me productive.
Mm-hmm. Well, when did you decide you wanted to become an artist? Is this something your mom helped you with? Like you always sang for your mom, or is this something you developed after her passing?
Well, I mean, people say I was singing when I came out of the womb, so that was kind of, singing has always been in my blood. It will always be in my blood. It's a therapy for me. I initially fought artistry. I was like, I just want to be a writer. I want to stay in the background. I want to, be behind the scenes. I want to, I'll do, whatever I have to do to stay out of the camera, because I knew that being in front of the camera was going to come with a certain responsibility that I didn't want to be held accountable to. And I tried the writing, got a couple of placements, a couple of small placements, but nothing significant, nothing that would make a substantial enough impact for a career to be established. And so before I knew it, I had written, because what I would do is I would write songs for artists. Like I would get a tip and say, this artist is looking for this kind of song, this artist is looking for this kind of song. And I would go and I would write that type of song, get it produced, send it off, and they would reject it. So before I knew it, I had all these songs that I had written for artists, and none of them were being used, none of them were being recorded. And so I decided to initially to put all those songs on one mixtape kind of thing, and just to kind of market my writing and my singing and my ability to vocal direct and to produce and arrange vocals. And that idea developed into the Heart Songs EP, which is what we're working on right now.